My name's Emma. I'm a crochet designer and author. You may also know me as Steel&Stitch from Internet World. Today I am going to teach you the very basics, a beginner's guide to crochet, and we're just going to work on a foundation chain and working a crochet stitch and turning your work. So we're going to make this little chap here, really simple. I'm using a jersey yarn, which is a stretchy material, you know, t-shirt fabric, that sort of jersey. It's the selvage edge, which means the very edge of the material that's cut off during manufacturing. And you can get it in, it comes in big spools in these really wicked colours and some really cool patterns actually, so you can make all sorts of really interesting makes. It's brilliant for stuff like rugs and baskets and bags, really big durable stuff. It's also really good for learning with because it gives really, really clear stitch definition. And I think that's half the battle when you're learning, isn't it? Because if you don't know what you're looking at, it doesn't mean anything. So to kind of really understand your stitches and to get an idea of what you're doing, this is brilliant because it gives really clear definition. So today we're going to make a chain, a foundation chain, which is the beginning and the basis of everything. And then we're going to work up and we're going to do a single crochet. In the UK we generally call it a double crochet. I call it a single crochet because I learned on YouTube from a textbook. And so in my head when I'm doing it, I'm going yarn over, pull through. I'm not going to do that today. We'll just do it in my nice regular English accent. So we're going to do a single crochet and then a chain up and along another single row of single crochet. So you're going to know the basics, and this will get you started. Okay, it's a fairly short, it's about 6 minutes. Pretty concise. If you've got any questions afterwards, then please feel free to email me. Oh, last thing, I'm using a 10mm hook for this jersey yarn. Sometimes you can go from down to an 8mm all the way up to a 12. It depends on the jersey, but you'll get an idea, and it will tell you on the label. It will recommend a size, but 10's pretty good to start with. Okay, bye. To begin, first we're going to make a slip stitch. Now there's lots and lots of ways of doing this. The way I do it is to make a loop, and then you're going to get this bit of your yarn and poke it through like that and just pull. Let's just quickly show you again. Make a loop, make sure the short end crosses over the top end, and bring your long end, poke it through and pull it up. Again, you can do this any way you like, but this is the way I find it easiest. And then what it means is when you put that on your crochet hook, you can change the tightness. You'll see on here this says 10mm. I'm using that to go with my jersey yarn. Now, to hold the yarn, again this varies. This is the way I like to do it. You can keep your tension any way you like, and you will find a way, but this is the way I prefer. So round the little finger, and then using the thumb and forefinger here, this gives you a bit of control over your yarn. And then these fingers here, I tend to keep my tail out of the way with that. So first we're going to make a chain. We're going to go around the hook. We're going to use the handle to pull that loop that's on our hook through the loop that was there. So you see we've got one, so we're going to do that again. We're going to go around the hook and always back round to the front. So back round to the front. And we're going to use the hook to pull this loop here through the one that was already there. Okay, so let's do it again. Around, through the loop. And then what you'll see here is we're starting to make these holes here. These are your chains. And one of the reasons we're using jersey is so you can actually see with real clear definition what they need to look like. So we're going to do a few more. We're going to do another 3. So around the from back to front, and using the hook we're going to put it through the loop. Around, through, around, through. So there we see, it's almost like a plait, isn't it? You've got your chains here. And now what we're going to start doing is working a crochet stitch. In America the terminology is a single crochet. In the UK they call it a double crochet. When you're working your crochet stitch across, what you need to do is make sure you've got enough height for your stitch to be tall enough. So to do that you miss these first 2 chains here, and you put your hook through the third, 1, 2, 3, third chain from your hook. So you put it through like that, okay? Then we're going to bring the yarn around the top again, just like we did, back to front. I'm using my finger here to just keep that on the right side of my work. And we're going to pull that through that loop. So you see we've got 2 loops now on our hook. Now we're going to go around again and pull that through both of these loops. Like that. And that is a single or a double crochet. So we're going to do it again. We're going to go into our next loop here. Can you see this one? So what we're going to do is we're going to put our crochet hook through that chain. We're going to bring this yarn around like that. Do you see? So it's going to cross over and come around there. Come through that chain. So we've got 2 loops on our hook. Go around the top and bring it through both of those. There, so now we've got 1, 2 crochet stitches. You see where they went through the chain. So the next one, I'm going to keep going to the end. So here's our next chain. We're going to go around, oh no, we're going to go through that chain, and we're going to go around that hook, and we're going to put it through the chain there, do you see? Then we're going to go around the hook again and pull it through. So last one, which is here, we're going to go in, over, through, over again, and through 2. And that there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to show you what they look like from the top, because this is always the trick. Once you know what you're looking at, it makes it much easier. So these V's here, this is a stitch. So when you're counting your crochet stitches, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 along the top there. But because we look from the side, we're actually going to count that very first 2 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to be one as well. So actually we've got 5 technically there. So to carry on along the next row, I'm going to yarn over and make a chain like we did at the very beginning. We're going to do it twice. And that means we can turn the work around. And because that chain 2 acts like a stitch, we don't have to work in this one. We're going to go straight into this one here. And you see where my finger is. So we're going to get a hook and do exactly what we did just now when we're going through the chains, but we're going to put it under both of that V. So that's through that hole there. I'm going to bring the yarn over the top, put it through, so we've got 2 on our hook again, yarn over and pull it through both. Okay, so we'll do it again. Next hole, this one here, see? That V there, the hook is going through that hole under both of those bits of yarn, that V. I'm going to bring the yarn over the top, hook it and pull it through, yarn over and pull it through both. Next one is here. Again, that V, he's going in here. That yarn is coming over the top and coming through, then going over the top and coming through too. Now the last one's always a fiddle, but you've got to get through that chain you started with. So the nice thing about crochet is it's pretty forgiving actually. You can probably put your hook through anywhere and it'll come out and you can make a stitch, but that's where we're going through. So the hook is going through there, the yarn's coming over the top, it's coming through, we're going over and coming through too. And we know we've done it right because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and that 5th one, that stitch at the top. You see? Done 2 little rows of single crochet or double crochet using UK.